what's Spurs' season going to look like?
I think
potentially
we can win the Europa Conference. I'm saying this with my chest. It's on camera. The Europa Conference. He looks at me funny. Jay looked at me funny. Yeah, Jay looked at me funny. But I know we've got this, and I can say this to any Arsenal fan when we win this. Have you lot won a European trophy?
Right. Welcome back to Hit the Bar podcast. You might notice there might be someone missing today. Misha is literally on his way right now. He's hitting some mad traffic. He's even sent videos. There's police on the roads and everything. So he will be here soon. But we're going to get going underway anyway with our new guest this week, Jay from the FOOTBALLISTFC.
Yes.
How are you doing, man? You good?
I'm good, my bro. I'm good. Pleasure to be on the podcast today.
Oh, happy to have you here, man. So for any of you guys that don't know, it's an Instagram page, right? That you're running football news. But what I love about it is I think you've got like a really kind of distinct style to like your post. Obviously, like with your captions as well, they tend to go quite in depth with everything, and then like just the whole look of the page is quite, I'd say, modern and definitely unique. I'd say I think a lot of people tend to just slap up a picture straight away, just try and get like whatever they can out. Whereas I feel like you can tell with your post it takes like a lot more sort of time and stuff. And obviously, credit where credit's due, you've got to nearly 90,000 followers now.
3K short now.
3K short. Okay, well, there you go. If anyone's listening now and hasn't followed it up already, then make sure to check it out. If you're watching on YouTube, the link will be in the description down below. Otherwise, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple, wherever it may be, then make sure to go check it out on Instagram. So I think what we're going to do in today's episode so far is we're going to delve into yourself a little bit, talk about your page, and then obviously when Misha comes as well, we'll get into the tasty football stuff with the big news of Antonio Conte becoming Tottenham manager, because I can tell you right now there's good mood on our side of things. But man, I just want to know like kind of what was your sort of inspiration for setting the page up, because I think you started it 3 years ago. Was it 2018?
I started it, the Instagram page, I started that 4 years ago. December will mark 4 years.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, been in this for a while still.
I mean, to be fair, 4 years to get to it was about roughly then 87k is like that's still quality.
I mean, when I tell my story, there was a little hiccup in the middle.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, well, go on then. I want to hear all about it.
Right.
How did it all begin?
All right, cool. So basically, it's a bit of a long story, so I'll try and not drag it out too much. But
it's all right, no worries. We're here all day.
During school, man was always about football, always about in the media. I had my little YouTube channel going on, but no one in the school was really feeling it like that. So the YouTube never really took off. But I thought, let me leave school, let me give it another try. And I thought, let me give Instagram a little go. Like YouTube didn't really work out, so I thought, let's see what Instagram's saying. Might try out Twitter. Let's just try that and then we'll see what happens. Then I jumped onto Instagram. I was on Instagram, like my football page, like on and off. But I'd say I probably started doing daily posts from December 2017. That's when I wasn't really feeling college them times, and I just thought, let me do something to take my mind off it, as well as occupy myself productively, because we never know where we'll end up. And then like it started growing. I think that's when I started getting into Photoshop as well. Like any of the OG followers know that I was doing a lot more Photoshop back in the day. Just again, trying new things, see what I was saying, like, and then so we kept on growing. I think we got to like 5K by the beginning of the World Cup. And I say the World Cup's where everything took off. Like, World Cup 2018.
I mean, that is content right there. Daily football, but not even just there's pretty much 3 games a day in the group stage. So that was
like, it
non-stop.
Was jam packed. And like, I was always busy. I remember that whole summer, like my guys were always shouting at me like to go to a motive or go to a party or go here. And I was just saying no the whole summer. Like, I was on my grind that summer.
I love that mentality, man. Love it.
Like, I can't remember. I didn't go out that once that summer. I was just stuck in my house, Photoshop or making posts and everything. Then I think we went from 5K to 15, I believe. 15K. And that was massive for me back then, because when I was starting out, it's me like saying thank you for 100 followers.
I know what that's like. I remember doing like a 50 subscriber special when I was like, because at them times you were just happy that people are kind of like watching it and seeing the stuff.
Literally, like I felt like the biggest guy in the world when I had like 100 or 200. So to get to 15K by the end of the World Cup was massive back then. Then we just kept on growing. Like as I said, back then my old page, was doing loads of Photoshop and stuff like that, and incorporating stuff like album covers onto football stuff, as it just experiment little stuff like that, but it would always kind of bang. And then is
that what you were doing like at school and stuff? Were you doing a lot of like sort of Photoshop media or anything, or is it just completely your whatever you wanted to do on the side? I
would say it now, because now we're in a better place, but I wasn't even going to college. Like I was meant to do media studies and science and PE. Just wasn't feeling it though. So there was many times I was just bunking off college just to I don't know, just chill and brainstorm and do my own thing. And then so yeah, most of the time I was just stuck in like a coffee shop in my house, just working away. And then so we blew up, kept blowing up, then boom, end of the 18-19 season. You know, we just
Spurs fans love the 18-19 season though. Yeah. Well, it ended up better. Well, not as good for us in the end, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that game. My heart was in my mouth. I was thinking, if Spurs win this Champions League, you know, I'm never watching football.
Oh yeah,
again.
we have to preface that Jay here is an Arsenal fan, which you know. If you didn't know. If you didn't tell by the tone of it, it's just. But no, it's cool. It's cool. We'll look past his flaws.
The most unbiased Arsenal fan you'll come across.
Oh well, there you go. At least we'll be here.
But so the end of that season, we were at 56k, like growing and growing. Like that was a crazy season, and obviously it was Liverpool and Man City as well. So the title race was down to the wire. So I was never lost for content and stuff like that. And then, how did it happen? Boom! I was leaving work one day. I get an email. Your account has been terminated for violating. Bro. I would have felt
kidding me.
I was about to fall to my knees.
What were we on at this point? Was it, did you say 56? How many?
Yeah, 56k.
Oh, man.
I was just walking in the middle of Oxford Street. I was seeing two visions. Like, I was thinking, no. My heart, I felt that pain in my chest.
Literally after all you built up until that moment.
Literally daily posts here. And then I was thinking, so it's just gone like that. Like, all the edits, all the follows, just gone like that. That was pain. I was considering not even coming back, but I think one person he kept saying to me every day, like, just come back, bro. Give it one more try. If it happens again, then I don't blame you, because that's twice now.
How did you get it back? Or did you start?
I didn't get it back.
You started fresh?
Yeah.
You started fresh and you got back to not back to, but you got up to 87k now.
Yeah, I remember I wasn't like active for like a month because I was just trying to find ways. I was all emailing Instagram and they're useless. Like, I mean, I'm not even trying to slander Instagram like that, but I don't know.
I know what you mean. I think when a company's sort of that big, it's like,
surely you'd have better helplines or people to assist you.
Yeah, everything's just kind of automated now, so you're never really gonna get like unless you have someone sort of in the know at these places, you're not really gonna get through to anyone. So
literally, I was getting the same robotic responses, and I was just thinking, I was just losing hope as days go by, and I thought, right, we'll give it one more try. If it happens again, then I'm not involved. Like, I'll find something else to do. So I started covering the Women's World Cup for a bit because that's what was going on at the time. It was pre-season. There was nothing to do, so I thought, let me actually give this a watch. That was quite good. And then I believe who won it? France won it. I don't know, but so we went into the 19-20 season. Again, I kept posting, but I just didn't feel like I wanted to do the graphics again because I was thinking graphics, like, they take a while.
No, I can imagine.
So I was doing that every day.
I've tried myself and I'm just like, to get it to the kind of the quality that you want and the level you want, I know how much kind of effort that's got to go into, especially for a page like yours where really you're kind of reacting to all the football that happens pretty much every day. Like, you have to be like serious. It's a full-time job at the end of the day to do it.
Pretty much. So like, I was thinking, I'm not trying to like put my effort into making these graphics just for it to happen again.
Yeah.
And that's because I wasted so much time on the last account. So I thought I'll post normal pictures with my, signature effect. I'll just play about with a couple, brightness and contrast and stuff like that. But I had a bit of a personal edge to it because I wanted to be more of that because I felt that's where I lacked in my previous account. Like you said before, it felt like one of them pages where I'm posting my stuff, I'm posting a stat, or I might post what happened here, but that's it. Like, I'm just there for the news. Yeah. People don't know Jay, they don't know me. So I thought my aim for 2020 was to make sure that like the community and the people feel more connected to me.
So sort of like when they see your post, they know it's your post basically from just instantly from looking at it. They don't have to see the name, they don't know whatever. They just know that. Yeah, that's right. That's his post.
No like tags, no like logos. They will know that it's me just from reading a caption or maybe checking a story or something like that. So yeah, that was my aim for 2020, and then so then that's when I got a bit more creative with the captions, and we just kind of ran with it through like start of 2020, and then obviously lockdown helped it a lot. Because
that's what I was just going to ask actually, because obviously I know that like just for me personally, like my sort of YouTube stuff, the lockdown kind of killed it really. Like it wasn't great. Like my whole thing was built up of going to the games, showing what the games are like and whatever. And obviously since we couldn't do that, it kind of flopped a bit. So that's what I was going to ask you. Like, did you find it helped or hindered? But obviously, clearly seemed like it helped.
I'd say it massively helps. Obviously, for that little 1 month or 2 month period where there was literally no football on, I was starved. I was scraping every little bit I can.
Just like who's got a ball in their backyard that's doing some mad skills.
I was doing so much throwback posts or something like just to keep people occupied. Like there was no content, but I think obviously the Bundesliga was the first to come back.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so when that came back, it helped a lot more with content because essentially I'm based at home anyways. So the lockdown,
of course, more time, more you can just put into posting,
literally. So so we just kept on posting, and that's it really. Like just onwards and upwards. And now we've hit, because I say since then nothing much has really changed. I'm still sticking to my style. I'm just trying to network really and just kind of put my name out there, let people know more me as Jay.
Well, look who decided to turn up.
Like, okay, Conte, innit?
Little 3 month delay. But now we're good. We're all here, so we're gonna come back in. And you were just saying that obviously lockdown helped you a bit. What was it like from lockdown? Everything open up, coming to now.
Literally, I'd say everything's the same. Like just mashing out the content. Obviously now football's back proper. You know, obviously even during lockdown, it helped a lot more because they were showing the 3 p.m. kickoffs as well.
Yes.
So football non-stop, so I was never starved for content, and just been keeping the same flow, same everything up until now.
So is it? I was just wondering, is it just you that runs the page, or do you have other people?
Just me,
just yourself.
Just me and my ones.
That's what I got to give big credit, man, because like just you yourself running it for what you said, like 4 years now, roughly. Especially with the big problem you had, like you said, lost it at 56k, built it back up again now, nearly 90. Hopefully pushing towards that 100k soon.
Hopefully, man, that's the target.
But that's what I'm saying as well. Like I said it towards right at the beginning, but it is big credit to like your sort of style on your post now, because I pretty much work in the whole sports industry when it comes to like with like the platform there, and your stuff has been quoted on it before. Just because like when we were first starting out, we were thinking like, right, what's our style going to be? And your page was one of the like examples of like, well, there's clearly like a defining style there, like amongst others as well. So it's big credit. Like it is working at the end of the day, and it's like, it's good, man.
And I want to add to that as well. Obviously, Jay, like obviously I have a relationship with you already, and I've always like just the way you kind of merge like football and just being one of the man them. I think that's also like mad, like because sometimes you see pages and they try to force try to be too formal about it, and I feel like even just talking to you, I can feel like, wow, I'm actually talking to the brother who runs the page. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing fake about you. It's all authentic, and man, I just feel like it represents well through your posts and your brand. So I'm not surprised that it's doing what it's doing. Do you know what I mean? And me and George have said the same thing.
100%. So what so do you? Because notice obviously like pretty much all the posts, like you don't show yourself on like the post or anything like that.
No.
I was just wondering, do you prefer that your page is not based like around you per se, and the fact it's more about the football, or are you trying to like get more into that sort of thing?
Yeah. So at first, I took so much joy in being like the unknown guy behind it.
Right, yeah.
Everyone's asking, who's the guy behind it?
Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
Being Mr. Anonymous, I love that. And then obviously a couple times on couple Instagram lives, people saw my face a couple times.
Yeah.
I thought as like time going on, like as I said, I'm trying to make the page a more personal page to me from when I first started out, and that's gone through the captions as well. But now man's actually trying to put a face to what I'm doing. I say that's the goal for 2022. Just literally put a face to the brand.
Put a face to the brand.
People know and can recognize me for me. And then, so in the future, I'm definitely trying to escape the anonymous stage.
Nice.
I feel like people now, like people are trying to call me Mbappe, but I don't see it. I don't see it.
They've been calling you that, bro.
Like, I don't see it.
So you don't see it. You know, it's when people call me like Dombele.
People call me Dombele all the time. I don't see it either.
I honestly don't see it, but you know, it's just but bro, I'm telling you, like Mbappe.
So hold on. So you're telling me our lineup right now is Ndombele, Mbappe, and Shane Long. This is what we're doing right now. Everyone in the comments calls me Shane Long.
You know what? I can see it.
I get. See what I mean, though. See what I mean? Like everyone else can see it apart from you. And
I can't see it. I get Shane Long, Pjanic, and Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I get Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter. Kind of see
that's
the
my Halloween outfit. Get the little
the Harry Potter kind of see. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, just putting a face to the name. I feel like obviously that's sick what you've done, how you started out, like, you know, built it, and people are like to the point where it's like, rah, like, who is this guy? Like, I probably can relate to him, even though I've never seen his face, I don't know what he looks like, but when I see the captions, because I call you Caption King, that's what I call him, Caption.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
No word of lie.
Captionaire.
Ain't lying.
Because the way he's like, puts words together, you'd think he's a ghostwriter. I'm telling you, bro, I've seen man them like, who rap like how he does captions.
Be honest. Does Drake hit you up? You know when he tried to get. You know when. Do you remember that tweet going viral when that guy was like, "Oh, Drake's gonna try and force Ataturk." How do you even say his name? Ataturk. And then he replied, he replied, he's like, "I only did it because of this tweet." I feel like he's gonna come to you for the next like.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's captions. So obviously, even just building that off, and then like you said, obviously starting to put the brand to it, it's a lot easier putting the face to the name now because people have the respect for you already. As just,
exactly.
You know, after every whether it be in Premier League or Serie A, like every league, like you're on point, and do you know what I mean? I think that's sick that you can.
Yeah, no, it's because
like that.
Also I'm trying to go to like more of these events now, and it's like now if I put a face to it, people actually know who I am and stuff like that, rather than
they'll be like, "Oh, that's the Footlist. Oh my god, that's the Footlist. You see?"
Pretty much just like that. Like.
So what's your sort of? I know you said like obviously you want to put more of a face and name, but what's your sort of goal for the brand? Like where do you want to take it now? Like because obviously like you said, primarily it's the sort of Instagram page at the moment. Do you have any ideas to like kind of do anything else like a I don't know website, TikTok?
I mean
YouTube?
right now we're in a bit of a situation. Keep it confidential, but. We'll see the outcome of the situation.
We'll go get a little bit of exclusive.
I love when man do that. Yo, obviously, man's in a bit of a sticky situation.
He's already been Mr. Anonymous for 4 years. Keeping it confidential, bro.
But whatever the outcome comes out of the situation, potentially, nah.
Bro, if you want to keep on the raps, it's all good. Keep it on the raps.
Okay.
We know how.
Basically, big things coming soon is what I'm potentially hearing. if all goes to plan.
Yeah, literally, whatever happens, big things are coming.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there anything like personally you want to do with the brand in the future?
Literally, the only target I'm setting myself is to just put a face to it.
Yeah. Nice.
That's it. Because I feel like I've achieved building a solid community. I've achieved my style. Now it's just to put a face to it. I feel like those are three main fundamentals.
Nice, man. Yeah. I'm looking forward to see how that kind of progresses over the next year because, like I said, we've been saying already, but it's got mad potential already. So, yeah, man, I'm excited.
Appreciate it, man. I'm excited myself.
So, yeah, very quickly then, again, we already said at the beginning, but if you haven't followed it already, the link will be in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. But yeah, the FOOTBALLISTFC, I believe, is the @ on Instagram. So yeah, go check it out. I think it's about time we dove into a bit of the footy, a bit of the football. Because
I didn't want to do a freestyle, bro. I wanted to, you know, I was this close, bro. I'm gonna do after our first match. I'm like, you know what, cool. They've been asking for one for a minute. I said, nah, we give it.
We didn't know we need to get another music video.
You know what I'm saying?
We need to get.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone's even atting me on Twitter and you and George need to collab again on the music video. So I'm like, cool. Let me wait after the first couple of matches and then we have. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Joe, I'm gonna let you take this one away.
Right. So obviously, the big news of the week, which. I mean, we were literally here, not even like 5 days ago, and we were saying that like, Conte is going to be the next Man U manager. We thought, well, I was saying that to be fair, we all were saying that Nuno wasn't going to be sacked no matter what, this, that, and the other.
That
but
caught me off guard, man.
Same. I did not expect it, but to be honest with you, the stadium was hostile enough to.
I knew from the time the section of the stadium were booing Harry Kane. I said, I said, this is not looking good, you know.
No,
like, and
it was-
I knew
it was
already,
ugly.
3-0. Like, what was the worst thing we said? We said 2-1.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We said 2-1, at least a goal, we'd never goal. But like we said, if you compare Man U, like where they were anyway, like a team that's not in their best form, they have Ronaldo compared to a normal team. We already knew like we're not in our best form, but we don't have a Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? So I already knew how it was going to turn out. And that partnership, bro.
The fact they had Ronaldo and Cavani, man, I was stressing before the game even started because I didn't think you'd put both of them on at the same time, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And I just saw Cavani like ping. I don't know if you remember seeing it. Like about 5 times in the game, he would chest the ball or whatever and just ping it to the other side of the pitch without even looking. It was just effortless. And found the person, like whoever it was, like Wan-Bissaka or even Shaw, whatever side it was, and it was just pinpoint accuracy. I'm like, bro, we're in for a long day.
Yeah, I just remember thinking after the third goal, after Rashford scored, I was just thinking, yo, bro,
Yeah, that
I'm
was-
not even
yeah.
like, I didn't even know what to feel.
There was no return from that.
I didn't know what
moment.
to
It
feel, bro. I was just like, me personally, I was like, yo, this guy's gonna get sacked.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I personally felt like this guy's gonna get sacked. Before the game, when we spoke about with Fuad, I was like, cool, like maybe like 1-1. If it's 2-1, like he'll probably have a few more games. 3-0.
But this is the thing, yeah. Like obviously, I was being an optimist, and I thought we would win. But at the end, like even part of me obviously did think we could lose.
Yeah.
But there's no way I thought we were going to get
Yeah,
spanked
no one thought-
3-0 at home.
Yeah,
When
no
they
one thought
when
that.
they got bad 5-0,
And he took off more. Like when he took off more, I knew it was a wrap.
Yeah, that was it.
I
They
knew it was
booed-
a wrap,
they
'cause
booed
he
him
was the
from
one
that
that
moment.
was-
The view that came with that one, I could hear it on the TV. I felt that one.
Like one of my guys who work in the canteen, he was like, "Yo, are you in the stadium?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Bro, it's a good thing you're not here." You know? It's not, bro. He was telling me like the mood was brazy.
It was
like,
horrible, man. I can tell you.
bro.
For a fact
Like
it was
you
terrible.
could hear it through the TV that they were booing my man. Like, and I knew already like, he's
And the
out,
thing
he's
is,
out.
as soon as you saw the reports the next morning of like, oh, Levy and Paratici are having meetings, this, that, and the other. As soon as you know they were having discussion about sacking him, he was going to get sacked.
Tottenham don't play.
You don't do
When
you don't do
think
that.
about sacking you. We've already got the
No,
next
exactly,
guy in the
exactly,
interview.
exactly.
That's exactly when I'm Mourinho as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
100%.
the seat was still warm. What did you said in it? Like the seat was still warm as he left. Like it's nuts, bro. Like
One up, one down.
Yeah.
Getting musical chairs out here. I don't know what was going on.
So what do you think? Obviously, like now we've got Conte and like what's the future? Obviously, you're not a Tottenham fan, but what do you think? Obviously, from the outside looking in.
So my view of Conte was obviously it was either between United and you, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking United is more suited for him because with Conte, you look at his track record. He's a very short-term manager. He'll get you that league, but you know, peter out after a couple months after that. So it's like he needs a ready-made team there for him.
Basically, yeah.
And I thought like United was a perfect team for him. You know, he had like Tellers and Deloitte could play the wing backs. Obviously, he's a proper wing back guy.
Fully, man.
And then, you know, he's got the attack at United as well. I feel like plus a lot of the players at United are kind of in their prime. And I said he's a short-term manager. He's not like a manager you need to build a future with and stuff like that. So I thought United was definitely more suited for him. They lacked you man got him. The thing, we'll see, because obviously January's around the corner. Like we're in November now, what, 2 more months?
Bro, I actually can't believe it's November already, you know?
Just giving it like,
so quick.
it got mad quick, bro.
And the thing is, he wouldn't join without a war chest. So
Yeah.
as long as he gets his signings, like you guys can be a threat. I wouldn't. The thing is, people are saying, "Oh, now you're in the top 400." I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say it's an instant.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that.
No, yeah, I wouldn't say that.
January when he gets his signings, when he gets his men.
Rumours are, you're saying like we got 150 million,
150 million,
potentially?
yeah.
Even if we're being like reserved, 100 million
100
apparently
million
was
for
the
January
rumours.
transfer, yeah.
Who do you think is like the key, well, especially yourself as like an outsider, who do you think we can bring in January with that sort of money to kind of make the team better? Like what sort of areas do you think we need to target the most?
Yeah, obviously January will definitely be a kind of tough one because obviously moving mid-season is a bit tricky. But if he can get the certain players that he wants over the line, me personally, I'd say you guys definitely need another striker.
100%.
You know, I mentioned earlier about you can't really rely on Scarlett as a backup. We don't know what's happened with Kane. I personally, as I said earlier, think maybe we should strike while Lions hope with him. But you definitely need someone alongside him or as a not a replacement. Who knows? Maybe slowly draft him in the second half of the season. So I definitely say a striker. And we'll see what happens with your wing backs because I definitely think Reunion will thrive as a left wing back. And then Emerson, I can't see him getting sold so early. And obviously obviously still
Yeah,
early
of course.
into his
Yeah,
career.
he's only like I think like 6 games in.
And I like what I've seen of him so far. I like what I've seen of him so far.
I mean, well, for me personally, it's been a little bit hit and miss. But again, like I said, he's so fresh into the team. I can't just say no, get him out. He's trash. But like, you got to give him time, man.
Exactly.
Like, look how long it took Rose and Walker to actually get
into there.
Rose went on loan for ages and then became like one of the best left backs in the league. Same with Walker as well. So I'm willing to give him time. But yeah, you're right.
So yeah, wing backs are obviously key to his style of play.
Yeah, of course.
3 at the back and everything. So we'll see how those wing backs go and then reevaluate that in maybe next summer. But I definitely say you guys will need another centre back though. After what I saw on the weekend.
And that's an outsider, bro. Imagine that's an outsider saying that. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's all stress.
And I've already been seeing reports, obviously, like I said, Conte obviously looking at centre backs. I think I forgot his name.
De Vries.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
I don't know how to pronounce it properly.
Yeah, exactly. But he's already looking at centre backs to kind of build his team around, and even seeing little moves like that. I'm like, okay, cool. I like how this guy's thinking. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of course, you have to, in order to build a strong team, you have to start from the back. So 100%. The fact that he's starting from there already, and I'm hearing whispers, and it's not even we haven't even played our first game. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm starting to let me see where we go from here. The only thing that I'm scared about is that this guy always wins trophies, and you know what happens when you come to Tottenham, you don't win trophies. So, but that's the story.
Everyone's talking about Conte's track record, but they're not talking about yours.
I mean, it's just gonna cancel out.
Everyone's like, yo, yeah, Conte's track record, but people are like, yo, but have you seen the word?
Because it's been like what 5,001 days since we last won a trophy. Stress.
I feel sick, bro.
And I'm saying this now, if Spurs don't win a trophy with Conte as a manager, we might as well take up golf. We might as well take up golf. There's no point. Right? What's the point of watching? What are we here for?
Cursed, bro. We have to be cursed.
We have to be. Someone must have banged you at your club.
I'm going to take up ultimate frisbee if we don't get a trophy under this manager. I swear to God.
Yeah, no, honestly, if it's because we obviously as football fans we like to point the finger. So I thought that if with Conte we don't win anything, we'll just point Levy straight away.
True.
First thing we'll do.
I mean, there's already there's already people pointing.
But now it will become serious. Like people will stand outside the stadium, Sky Sports and like coming through like, oh, I stood outside the stadium telling Levy to get out. So
the amount of freestyles this guy's gonna drop, bro.
That's album, EP, everything.
But yeah, no, so yeah, as we were talking about obviously players leaving and whatever and whatnot, I think this is the best time to get into the five or die.
Okay, we got a little segment now. Who's gonna thrive or dive under Antonio Conte at Spurs? So let's start with dive. Let's start with the 3 or so players you think are just going to be, they're just going to struggle, total flops, probably going to go in January.
What's the top of the flops? I think
has to be Delhi.
That's it.
I think you're right. I think we've seen now the past couple managers both tried him. They both played him. Both then stopped. They were like the work rate.
He just needs a restart for his own good, isn't it? Like,
You're right. I think you were saying earlier that Lingard. Lingard went to West Ham. I mean, I'm shocked he didn't make it permanent in the summer.
Yeah.
I think he probably just wanted to vibe off Ronaldo a little bit more and get his Instagram post.
And obviously, his boyhood club as well. Obviously,
I'm saying exactly. No, but sure. So if Delhi can get like a little 6-month loan to, I don't know, Newcastle, project,
it makes sense.
Revive his career a little bit.
On the come up
it could work, but I can't. Especially with the system that Conte plays, I can't see.
Then obviously you said Winks as well, innit?
I was there. No, I think Winks is.
Yeah. I forgot that guy was.
Winks is. He's already kind of basically out the door. But
I've forgotten he's still there. And
surely there's no way.
I'm like, I thought he was gone.
Surely he's like, I can't see a way that he gets into the team. To be honest with you, like anyone else, there was another player that might. What do you reckon about Bergwijn? Yes.
Was it, you said 1 goal in 49 appearances?
1 goal in 49 appearances, which is it was annoying me, man, because like you see the highlights and everything. Like I just watched him for PSV, especially in this, and he looked classy.
So are we the problem, bro?
Maybe we are. I don't know. But to be fair, maybe it was the managers that he's come into. You never know. There's potential.
Because he started off. I swear he scored in his debut.
Man City,
he scored against.
He did start on crud.
He scored against City twice, or like Man U twice. He only scores against Manchester clubs. We could have done with him on the weekend. I don't know why he didn't start the game. But I think just with Conte's system as well, like if we're especially 3 at the back, you know that Reguilón's going to be left wing back. So Bergwijn can't play there. He would basically have to pretty much play behind Kane, which he's got tough competition. Son's going to play up top somewhere there. Lucas is probably better than Bergwijn, so you'd think he'd get ahead. Or even still, you're going to have Ndombele and Lo Celso getting in those sort of attacking mid positions. I can't see how he's going to get into the team, to be honest with you.
So we can confirm that's our free for the dive.
I think that's free for the dive.
Free for the dive. We move on to the five now.
Five and then 3 players that are
I'm going to say Tanganga.
Tanganga.
First and foremost, because he's a beast. I'm going to say that. So I feel like he'll survive under the Conte regime.
Going to play that right centre-back position. Him next to Romero. Oh, and then our new centre-back, De Vrij. Oh, stop it.
What about you, Jay?
Who do you think?
Nah, definitely would say Romero still.
Romero.
Back in Italy, he was doing the 3 at the back team with Atalanta.
Definitely.
And I think he had a brief spell at Juventus as well, but he's very experienced with all that type of stuff. And I can see him just thriving in that 3 at the back.
Definitely, man. Especially if we can get like another good partner alongside him in that 3. I think there's just no. He's already looked good to me anyway, like playing in the back 4 that we have at the moment. So you give him that, even that little extra protection. I mean, I think I just love his aggressiveness.
Yeah,
he's just on play. Like, Ronaldo, who? Straight on him.
On that game against United, that guy was everywhere.
Everywhere.
Literally.
Do you know what? In the second half,
every little like beef everywhere.
In the second half, he went to attacking mid. He he took the ball and carried it through the middle because well, no one else is doing it. Let me go do it and feed Kane. I love it already. Okay, so we've got Tanganga, Romero, Reguilon 5 as well.
Because I think even back in the Sevilla days, they played with 3 at back as well. He was more.
Yeah, he was bossing because he's definitely more attacking than he is like sort of defensive. Like his crosses are actually pretty sick as well. So if he can, I don't know, if he can channel the sort of like the way Alonso sort of played at Chelsea when Conte was, or even the way Alonso plays now, but obviously Conte was the one that sort of started for him. If he can get him playing like that, whipping in those balls in for Kane and whatnot, could be serious. And obviously the man himself, Kane. Yeah. Surely Conte's got to get him back, getting those numbers up like Mourinho did.
And if after this we still see Kane like not performing like or at the level that he should be, we believe he should be. I don't think like you said, Man City or that will come after. Maybe even Man U, bro. I don't know who will be winning. People will still be winning. Obviously, it's Harry Kane, but like
this is the thing: would he be able to get that move if he's not performing well? And then he's kind of almost stuck at Spurs.
Yeah,
but he's already like expressed. Well, people already know he's not happy.
Yeah, of course.
That's not a secret. But he has. There are reports that he's obviously said that okay, cool. With Conte coming in, it does give me a little bit
more ambition.
Moving forward. So these are exciting times, and obviously I hope because the same thing happened with Mourinho. When Mourinho came, people were like, the team now, the spirit should be lifted now. Mourinho coming in, not lifted, but because everyone knows he's a winner.
Just because of the the status.
Obviously, our track record. But so now coming with Conte, it's like okay, cool. Even though it does feel like the same thing, who knows what can happen from here? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very true.
So it's exciting times, man. Like we see how fast football moves nowadays, and how fast the moods can change. Like me and Jay were just saying, like 1 week Tottenham were all of us were suicidal.
Just depressed.
We were like Sean Kingston, bro. We were suicidal. So now obviously like a week, almost not even a week later. We've seen the.
I think we're going to win the league. So it's amazing.
Like for me personally, I feel like we can win. Europa Conference.
Yeah,
I think we can win that.
I mean, if we're claiming that, what did we win in 1994? Cup Winners' Cup.
I swear.
So we might as well if we're claiming then
we won the
even that was 94, bro. We weren't even born. None of us were born.
I wasn't even fucking born.
I wasn't born.
Okay. So to finish off on like the Conte thing, then what do you think is what's Spurs' season going to look like? Where do you think we can get to? Or what do you think we're going to potentially win?
Europa Conference. I'm saying this with my chest. It's on camera. Europa Conference. He looks at me funny. Jay looked at me funny. Yeah, Jay looked at me funny. But I know we've got this, and I can say this to any Arsenal fan when we win this. Have you lot won a European trophy? I'm going to start saying
run off the Cup Winners' Cup in the comments.
Yeah, but we won 1994. We won
1994.
Who's that striker? Alan Smith, the winner.
I'm not even proud to say this, but I'll be proud to say because we would have won it in the 2000. I'm sorry, after the millennium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We can win Europa Conference.
Do you think we can get into the top 4 this season?
Crazy.
Under Conte, because obviously we touched on it a little bit on the episode last week, but that 4th spot is up for grabs. If you look at how Man United,
like Ronaldo is coming in clutch for Man U ridiculously, bro. Like he could single-handedly get them a top 4 spot. Like,
literally.
Like I'm not
actually by
What do you
himself.
like? Before we even get back to that, what do you even think of like that? 'Cause I know we're bouncing around, but I actually want to know people's thoughts on this. Like the way Ronaldo's actually single.
That was actually one of the topics I've written to talk about his clutch.
But yeah, sorry to get back to Tottenham. It's up for grabs. So who knows, bro? Like I feel like these next couple months are going to be like crucial.
I think the January transfer window is going to be the most telling thing. If we can actually bring in these players that we were talking about before, then it's serious business. We could get top 4 because we're not really as bad as it's been.
Check the points.
Even though we're
not
ninth, we're not actually like it's so close in the top 10.
It's mad. It's
anyone realistically.
That's
could
why
get top
I
4.
can't actually judge who is going to get that top 4. Like literally, I can't even say Arsenal going to get West Ham are really making movements. Like this is definitely one of the tightest seasons in years.
100%.
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing West Ham in the Champions League. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that, bro. I'm not hearing that. But yeah, sorry, go on.
We might have to just quit.
I'm hearing West Ham in the Champions League.
Crazy. They've even got Champions League before.
Nah, they got Champions League.
Bro, I couldn't even imagine the last time I saw them. Even to see them in Europa League is a bit mad. Like,
The fact they finished above us alone last year was painful enough as it was.
But I'm not hearing them in Champions League. I'm sorry.
Surely.
But yeah, no, I'd say the next 2 months are definitely the most telling. And as you said, like, if you guys don't end up getting top 4 this season, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think it's the moment Conte gets his side, you can confidently say with your chest, like, you're on to something.
Yeah.
But until then, I wouldn't have too much expectations for you guys. But it's more of a trial and error test, see if this player works there, that player works there.
See who we sign.
And one thing I will say, we do kind of have to be patient with Mike. Like,
definitely. Look, at the end of the day, if we lose to Everton, we can't just all of a sudden start saying he's washed or anything like that. Because come on, it's still the same players that are struggling. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got to give him like until the end of the season at the very minimum.
And we do have to remember,
on
the pitch, we were punching above our weight. Like
100%.
100%. So it's not something like, okay, cool, we've always been like a top 4, like certified. So we do have to kind of be patient with these managers we're bringing in. Obviously, Nuno was a different situation, but someone like Conte, who has the same thing, has a reputation of winning stuff, we kind of have to be patient, kind of trust him. Do you know what I mean? So that's my thought.
So probably like the final, because we've got about 5 minutes left. The final topics was, you already touched on it a little bit there, but I want to go into it fully. Ronaldo saving Man United again.
I want to hit
and this is going into the whole, if Ole gets and Man United get thrashed by Man City this weekend, is he going to get the sack now? And like, because there is the international break next week. So if they do get thrashed again by City, because obviously Ronaldo saved them midweek, they could have easily lost Atalanta. Yeah. Who would be Ole's? Or first of all, do you see him getting sacked if they get thrashed?
We would never know.
Or two,
no, because he should have gone after 5. How do you lose 5-0 your biggest rivals in your own backyard, 4-0 at half time, and you're still here?
Yeah.
After you've gone past that, like, you will never know. Like,
but this is the thing. Now that we've taken Conte away from them, like, who would be his replacement?
No, he's there.
Zidane.
This guy's a Teflon Don, man. He's always beating cases. He's going to be there. Get comfy. He's going to be there till the end of the season.
Beating cases. It's a conspiracy.
Like, there's Zidane. He's available, but I swear he's looking at the France job right now.
And me personally, I don't think he would want to. Could you see him saying I'm going United?
Nah, it's a bit he wants a comfy job.
Yeah, like I don't see him as the type of manager. Obviously, we know it's Zidane, but I don't see him as like, okay, I'm gonna come and save this club.
Exactly. The thing is, like, he knew he had the respect at Madrid. He knew he had like the balls back in because of the fact that he is literally a legend there, sort of thing. So what he could do there. He has to then go and try.
He's a stranger. United. He's a stranger.
Yeah, so
obviously, Ole, like, we know obviously his history and his legacy, and I feel like at Man U, even the backing that he has, even though like United fans don't want to admit it, but he has got a backing. Like, so
massive backing,
mad,
the most out of anyone since Fergie.
Bro, Fergie came in. Like, how does my man come in and actually like how?
Crazy, man. It makes no sense.
So that's why I agree with Jay when he says, like, me personally, I don't know. Like, if they could survive like 5-0 and he's still there,
that's as worse as it can get. Like, it can't get any worse than that.
I mean, to be fair, Liverpool could have scored 8. They kind of stepped off the gas a little bit. I can't
they put the handbrake
still
on.
in the job.
Liverpool put the handbrake on us.
You know what? This 3-0 loss was the best thing for the league because we kept on in this job. We got Conte.
I don't know what we're talking.
That's why Conte was the one guy they needed, and they just lacked
because they have that.
I think for them the decider was obviously us. Like, so obviously once he won they could have got Conte after Liverpool.
Easily, and he would have won them the league probably this year. with the team that they've got, the players they've got.
100% they shoot. If they don't win a trophy, I know it sounds harsh to say, obviously, because of Oli, but like if they did have a good manager, they should have been winning a trophy.
100%.
Yeah, I swear they already are one. I mean, the Carabao Cup doesn't hold too much weight.
Yeah,
but it's
still like the amount of finals he's got to and lost already, sort of thing. Like he can't, like he's almost in a situation like Spurs.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, we can't say, oh, Europa Conference League now. I don't want that, mate. Just give me any sort of trophy. Okay.
Word.
So okay, I'm just surely he's got to get sacked if they get bad 5-0 to 6. Because if you hold 10-0 to both your closest rivals in the space of 2 weeks, surely you get the sack.
It'll be.
I mean, it feels like, because I think this is what happened. We literally lost, like, was it 5-1 back to back to Bayern Munich, and it's like he managed to still see it through. It's like I don't know what, because at least Arsene Wenger has heritage.
Yeah, mad heritage.
Already won you everything and like all that before.
He is the club basically.
What does Ole have over this board right now? It's not, I don't get it.
He has receipts.
He must have some nudes, something like I don't know.
Paul Scholes.
Wait, hold on. Let's stop. A man said, he probably has nudes of the man on the board in the board.
Players are doing something crazy. Like he must have something on the rack.
Does Sir Alex have a daughter for him to be coming in like that and protecting his
job? Word. Because like even me, I was shocked. Like he's still there. Like, and we can see time and time again, Mr. Champions League is saving these man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, that's pretty much all we've got time for today. It's been a laugh. So I appreciate everyone, all of you guys tuning in, especially if you're watching this on YouTube. Just a quick reminder again, if you haven't already, it's Hit the Bar on YouTube, and as well as that, Hit the Bar official everywhere on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon Podcasts. We're literally everywhere. Just search Hit the Bar Podcast. You'll find us. And of course, thank you so much to Jay for coming in today. Very special guest. Caption King. Just to sign out, give the guys, I don't know, maybe some people might be starting out their own pages and this, that, and the other. Can you give them any sort of advice or anything, just if they're starting out?
My advice: stay consistent, have a vision, like a plan, because that was me. I had a plan where I want to be a couple of months, couple of years time, and find something that makes you different. Because no one wants to follow the same. Find something that makes you different.
Facts.
I say those are the 3 fundamentals. I say, and network. 100%. Put yourself out there. Just DMs, comments, whatever. Make yourself known. Solid
advice. All right, that's the Footballist FC on Instagram. Follow it up, and we'll see you guys next week for a big episode. We have got Calux joining us. It's going to be a big one. Subscribe. See you later.